Well, I'm taking y'all to work with me today, baby, because Gypsy Rose is now on house arrest. There's talks that she violated her parole for not only contacting inmates that are in the prison, which is being investigated by her parole officer right now, but she also stayed the night too many nights out of the week at Ken's house, which is not her place of residency, which she's not allowed to do when you're on parole. She basically stayed there too much. Her new stipulations for parole is she can't leave her house. I don't even believe she can go on the porch. She's allowed to go to like the grocery store and things like that, and she can go places with Rod and Christy, but she can't up and go wherever she wants to go. There have also been reports of the police being called a numerous amount of times before and during Gypsy staying there. Apparently Rod and Christy like to drink, and neighbors have reported both of them hearing both of their voices screaming at each other like late at night, and the cops have been called for disturbances. And since Gypsy has been living there, they've had reports of Rod and Gypsy fighting, Rod and Christy fighting, Christy and Gypsy fighting. The cops are in and out of that damn home. And this information isn't just coming from me, this is coming from her neighbors, confirmed neighbors that live on the street or a couple streets behind. Now, allegedly, Gypsy Rose has violated her parole 4 times, specifically just for talking to inmates in prison. Not to mention that one of her friends that she had a falling out with said that she went to the bar frequently when she was with Ryan. She would sometimes go with Ryan, but she preferred going with her girlfriends, and that she met this guy, and the guy said she was a 10 out of 10, and she said, well, you haven't even seen my tits yet. Takes him behind the bar, flashes him her cha-chas, and he says, oh, still 10 out of 10, and she's like, do you know who I am? And he's like, no, and she goes, here, let me show you. She Googles herself, and he's like, oh, shit, gotta go, and leaves. I genuinely don't know why she would think who she is would be a flex. She'd be like, do you know who I am? Check this out. Hold on, let me do a quick Google search. Gypsy Rose Blanchard murders her mother. Do you want to date me? Do you want to hang out with me? Do you want to hook up? Like, in what world is that a flex? In what world would you want people to know who you are? Especially like at a bar. If any of those people at the bar took a photo or reported the date and time you were there, they could look on the security cameras and get your ass tossed in jail for violating parole. Why would you want to bring attention to yourself like that? It's clear that she doesn't care if people know who she is, and she's almost proud of it. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when you're on parole, you're not allowed to drink, period, but you're also not allowed to enter an establishment where there are 51% like alcohol sales, which a bar very much is that. So that's another violation. Not to mention, that friend also said that her and Ken got some dog ears and a dog leash and had public intercourse on railroad tracks, so that's public indecency. And if they would have been caught, she could have been registered as a sex offender. That's what public sex gets you. So is Gypsy Rose going back to prison right this second? No, but she is heavily being investigated by her parole officer, and there's a good chance she might be. Because she didn't just violate her parole 1 time, she violated it over 4 times. So after this investigation, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Again, I don't have a steady posting schedule yet on YouTube, but if you like my content, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out.